I think the problem comes in when we automatically assume that because a bigger woman is big, she's insecure.
As a black man, you're overcoming all odds, work your ass off, you become successful, you get the bag, you go out, you see a woman 350 pounds and be like, yup, that's my wife. I've never seen it.
I have.
When well, you gotta show me, because, babe, I ain't never seen it.
What's crazy to me, you know what, it's not even crazy anymore. It's like fat women are just sitting in the corner minding our mother business, and it always gotta be somebody that come to bring you up on some bullshit. Bitch, you're not even married. Like, you don't even got nobody. Work on that first. Majority of men. Are you probably the man looking at? Where do you get your statistics from? Like, just say a bitch stole your mother man. Just come out and just say that a bitch got your man and you want him back. You hoes be doing too much, but not enough. It's like your aura just reeks of BV.
Ooh, today's video, plus size women, black women, they came really hard on this particular creator. Hey beautiful people, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Podcast has been a thing now on the internet, and a lot of questions are being asked. So the man asked a question, and these two ladies, they started talking. In short, there were three ladies in the room, and they started talking, especially about plus size women. So I'm going to post the video, then I'll come back and talk about it.
True or false? When a man isn't financially confident, he tends to go for bigger women.
True.
Explain.
Because you have to look at when I say go for, I mean, I would think the same way. Like if it's a woman who is saying, okay, who can I get something out of? She might choose the guy who might seem more lame, like women don't really approach him. I think people in our nature are predatory in a way. Like when we are looking to gain something, we tend to look for who would be most likely. So to me, if I'm a guy, I just got out of jail, I got probation fees, I need somewhere to stay, I'm not gonna go for a woman who works out 5 days a week and looks good. I'm gonna go for the bigger girl. I'm gonna say, it's more of a chance that she'll be willing to compromise, because deep down inside she feels like maybe she has to compensate for the lack of the aesthetics.
Respectfully, that's probably the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. So you think because a woman is plus size or out of shape, that her mental and what she accepts in life and what she should be expected to accept in life is less than because
look what she accepts for herself.
Of course, there is more. There is more to this video, which I'm going to be sharing with you all as well. So stay tuned and continue watching.
I think the problem comes in when we automatically assume that because a bigger woman is big, she's insecure. Because I've met so many in shape, gorgeous model women talk about how they were so insecure that it didn't matter that everybody said that they were gorgeous, because it's outside. Aesthetics are just that, they're outside. You could be inside. You could be the most insecure, depressed, self-loathing, miserable, but you do a couple squats in between that,
and now you deserve the best in the world.
Come on. So okay. It's insecure.
The question was on the men's perspective.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that majority of men will say, when they struggling on their date, the big girl is going to be the one that's going to step up more financially. That's just what majority of men will say. Okay. I've never seen a man I've never seen a man work his butt, especially a black man. As a black man, you're overcoming all odds, work your off, you become successful, you get the bag, you go out, you see a woman 350 pounds and be like, yup, that's my wife. I've never seen it.
I have.
Well, you gotta show me, because, babe, I ain't never seen it.
She is clearly just hating on plus size women. It is clearly, you cannot just conclude and say that plus size women or black men go for plus size women just because they are broke, or just because, like, she just made plus size women, or the way she sounded as if plus size women are nothing. They are just like, okay, I can't get any other woman around, I will just have to settle for less. So settling for less are plus size women. You don't do that to your fellow women. Everybody cannot be born the same size. Everybody cannot have cannot have that slim stature. Some people are going to get chubby, are going to get fat, which is normal. And it's not all men doesn't settle for skinny girls. A lot of plus size women came really hard, which I'm going to be sharing their stitches for you all to watch. If you have anything else to say, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know your opinion down in the comment section. Do you think men really settle for less than go for plus size women, or it is just our own thinking? I really want to know what you all think down in the comment section. Black men, let me hear your thoughts.
Automatically assume that because a bigger woman is big, she's insecure.
Hey, sugar. Girl, really? We are halfway through the year 2023, and there are grown ass adults who have this ashy mindset about plus size women still. Now, I don't know about y'all, but every big girl I know, pressure, baby. Like every big girl I know got a man, men, or married, gets top tier princess treatment, always got a couple of them on her bumper, get shopping sprees, her bills paid, and never have to worry about another woman because her man is loving her correctly. Now, I don't know who Shorty is, Keita was talking to, and I don't truly care to know who she is because she's not my type of chick. But I've seen a lot of stitches to this video, and y'all still not saying exactly what it is. She is a hater. Yeah, she's a hater. As beautiful as this lady is, she still found time out of her day to be ugly towards another group of women. People like her are really upset because somewhere down the line, big girls replaced insecure with confidence. And a lot of these hoes don't got it. So when they see somebody who they feel is undesirable or should be insecure or feel a type of way about the way they look or their size, they can't take it. And they come up with this rhetoric like, oh, well, if she's with him, she paying, or if he must be at his lowest point to be fucking with her. Baby, please. Now, I'm going to just say this little bit and I'm going to leave it alone. Some of us been big our entire lives, okay? We learn how to dress this body, how to move this body, how to make this body look good. A lot of times when we look in the mirror, we see certain things that we love, certain things that we hate, things we can change, things we cannot change. It was a long journey and a tedious process to fully love the way that I look. And I came to the realization that I was a jazzy motherfucker decades ago. Fast forward to today, the men folk, they only clarify what I already knew.
See a woman 350 pounds and be like, yup, that's my wife. I've never seen it.
I have.
I never thought we would get a black pearl. But big women, we be out here minding our own business, and always somebody got to throw us into the conversation. Whoever took her man, please give him back. But we want to talk about men don't choose fat women, blah, 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 blah. They not exactly being faithful to the skin women they choose either. For example, her man's had a whole baby with somebody else. She was cheated on by her ex how many times? She got played in the face by a sex addict. Crazy. Their whole scandal was wild recently. Sister Girl wrote a whole album based off of her being cheated on. Her latest song, Flowers, is quite literally a dig at Liam Hemsworth for messing around on her. Leave us big girls out the conversation. Men go men regardless of body size. Leave us alone.
You see a woman 350 pounds and be like, yup, that's my wife. I've never seen it.
I love circling back to this conversation. Let's go. This dude right here is my husband. This was his prom in 2004. This was my prom in 2005. Also, don't say nothing about the eyebrows. The thin eyebrows were in. I don't know what I was doing. This was our wedding in 2017. And we've been rocking ever since then. This conversation needs to stop. Y'all always think that just because a girl is bigger, she's insecure. Do we have insecurities? Yeah. Do we let them affect us? Fuck no. Leave us the fuck alone, please.
Go out, you see a woman 350 pounds and be like, yup, that's my wife. I've never.
As I wake up and see this on TikTok, I was conflicted. I was conflicted because I'm like, should you respond? Because Tyra, you are a rare case. I don't know. I used to be smaller, and now I'm a bigger girl. So I was conflicted to respond because I'm like, girl, we got shallow house syndrome over here. I still think I'm small some days. But anyway, long story short, my husband, I'm a bigger girl. My husband love all this. And he financially stable. And sometimes he take care of me. For the most part, he gets it done. Baby, I get an allowance. Okay.
He tends to go for bigger women.
True.
Explain.
Once again, women are fighting. Black women are fighting. And the topic is centered around men. So now it's going to be a fight against thicker women than skinny women. An unnecessary fight. People have the right to their point of view. And her point of view may not be true, but it shouldn't trigger you so much that we cause a fight against each other. These are not serious topic. This is not affecting your life, right? This is not affecting your rights. Yes, it's more entertaining, but it's not affecting your rights. So come on, sisters, we need to stop fight. Come on, woman, we need to stop fight because this is not important. It's not an important issue for us to be fighting about. So we need.
She feels like maybe she has to compensate for the lack of the aesthetics.
I'm going to say something that's going to blow some people's tops, but some people just exist in bigger bodies. Some people work out regularly and exist in larger bodies, and that is going to have to be okay for you. What I really came to say is that there's something both rich and maybe ironic about a beautiful and dark-skinned woman getting on the internet to drag larger people to say that they deserve less and that it is a moral failing, when there are people within our community and outside of our community that would say the same thing about her. There are colorists and texturists and featurists within our community that would reject the notion that she is beautiful simply because she is a dark-skinned woman with tight textured hair. A lot of people who would assume that she's unintelligent, that she's inarticulate, that she's been baby mamaed, and that she's insecure about her skin color and she deserves to be. And that would be wrong. So it is equally wrong to assume that of someone who's in a larger body just because they're in a larger body. Okay.
I'm going to go for the bigger girl. I'm going to say, there's more of a chance that she'll be willing to compromise.
Not for nothing, it don't matter whether you fat, skinny, ugly, or beautiful. A man gonna sense insecurities and everything. It really doesn't matter. The problem is, it be skinny women saying what they feel like a fat woman thinks. Not every fat girl is insecure. And not every fat woman is unhealthy. Some people, it's genetics. And I feel like people that think like that, skinny women that got certain things to say about fat women, I feel like as a child, your mother or your father told you to watch your weight because it don't look appealing. So whether you was already a slender type or you had to make sure you ate right because you didn't want your parents or your cousins or your siblings to come at you, you had to watch your figure. Stop trying to say that you know what every fat girl feel. Not every fat girl is insecure. And not every fat girl.
We really need to know what men think about in this situation. Let's hear what this man has to say concerning this topic.
When a man isn't financially confident, he tends to go for bigger women.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, that's true. I'm not saying that is right. Be clear. I am not saying that that is right at all. But unfortunately, we live in a society where they have the mindset of, if she's a bigger woman, she has to be insecure. She has to have low self-esteem. And because their mind can't, it's like they can't fathom big women being desirable. And like I said, unfortunately, that is a mindset that a lot of men do have, and even some women. Because if you go back and watch the clip, the woman, she was speaking from a man's perspective on how, like I said, a broke man or a financially dependent person would go for a bigger woman. And I think that really has to do with a lot of the stuff we used to watch where like they would have like the big friend on television. They would have the big friend that's 100% boy crazy because oh, she's big, so no man was ever attracted to her, no man ever loved her or anything like that. So what she would do is whenever she got a man or whenever someone was interested, she would do absolutely anything that this person wanted, pay for anything and all that, just to keep him around. Man, ain't no woman doing that no doggone mo just because she big. Man, stop it. We have learned that your size doesn't matter. It doesn't. Whether you're big, whether you're small, whether you look absolutely beautiful to people or whatever else the case may be, you're still going to have low self-esteem. You're still going to have insecurities. All of those issues are still going to follow you. Your size doesn't matter in that case. But unfortunately, you still will see a man who doesn't have any money, who is broke, who maybe just got out of jail. He's going to try to hit up a big girl because he's still of that mindset. And unfortunately, there's going to be a big woman who proves that mindset right. Like I said, I'm not saying it, but there's going to be one that proves that mindset right because of her own insecurities and doubt. But you know what I'm saying? Like this, but there's a whole lot more women out there who's like, no, I'm not going for that. These women ain't going for that no more. Times have changed. But like I said, there are going to be men and society and even women who think, oh, he's only with her because something has to be wrong with him because there's no way a big girl could back that. And y'all crazy for real.
Like women, every woman is beautiful, whatever shape, whatever size you are, and every man for every woman. Every man for every woman. And plus size people, plus size women, they are really beautiful and they're not to be considered as settling for less when you're broke. They also need money to take care of themselves. At least they eat, so they need money to eat. So if you're a broke man, do not go to plus size women thinking you can settle for less with them. Nah, doesn't make sense. Doesn't. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and this is where we're going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. My name is Maria Davids, and thank you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video.